So let's talk about the financial risks of hiring the wrong person. Shockingly, we encounter hiring authorities who say they don't have enough time for more interviews, or $300 for a personality assessment is too much money to spend with a candidate that you don't know is going to be successful. And while on one level I understand this, let's take a look at the potential risks or costs if you get a hire wrong, right? So let's say you're hiring a project manager, a construction project. You got, let's say, millions of dollars wrapped up in this project. What kind of risks are you taking on that project to not have that person entirely fully aligned, and maybe have performance issues that you're not aware of, training gaps, communication problems, behavioral issues that end up impacting your team, maybe your culture, maybe the viability of the project, can put you at risk of a lawsuit, can damage your retention of other employees, can damage your company brand, your employment brand, and your reputation with customers. And so I would argue to hiring authorities that there's nothing more important that you do than hiring. And there's a lot of important things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not diminishing all the other things, but hiring is the top of the funnel. And if you get that right, so many good things happen after that. But if you get that wrong, you're just doing damage mitigation for the rest of the tenure of that candidate. And there's that saying, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so I really argue to hiring authorities that you should put your tactical responsibilities on pause when you're thinking about hiring, because this is really strategic and you need to think about interview team strategy, spending a lot of intentional time, very carefully getting to know the candidate, because this candidate, operating as some sort of leadership capacity in your business is going to make a tremendous impact on your quality of life as a leader, not just in a potentially negative sense, but also in a positive sense. And you may, just as much as you may need to vet out candidates, you may need to attract in incredible candidates. And that takes time to do, to build conceptual agreement with them on what the role is, what the challenges are to solve, and to then also avoid candidates that aren't really missionally aligned with your company. And you owe it, by the way, to those candidates who aren't missionally aligned with your company not to hire them, because they're not going to be successful. And if you hire somebody who's not successful, guess what? That's not just on them, that's on you too. So this is a big responsibility. We are playing with people's lives. Well, and we shouldn't be playing, right? We're working with people's lives. And too often, maybe we are playing with something that is noble and special. You only get one life. You only have so much time. And so let's spend it with the relationships that are most aligned, most impactful, and we can get the most out for everyone.